Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at Gala, seeing what's going on. Just a recap here from our recent video, and it's pretty straightforward. Elliott Wave does still anticipate with this being our most recent high here at about, 2.72, that we should be able to see a lower low and a lower high falling. So we could very well see a price action somewhere to break this lower point here at about 2.3. Okay, so the truth here is that the price action could pull back, but it's not a guarantee it will. Okay, so we got to just kind of go into the impression of other scenarios and don't just use that one indication, right? Because Elliott Wave is accurate in a lot of cases, but that may or may not happen depending on how this trend line and everything else continues to work. So we're going to look at some larger time frame stuff here and kind of understand a few key factors. And to just know, if you're new to the channel, I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something here today. Obviously, like the video if you could, please, just to help us grow the community. And you want to jump on over to Twitter, Discord, Telegram, all those wonderful things, we can be able to interact with you as well. It's a good experience there. Also, I've got some premium trades here with my scalping trades here with my premium day plus trades. And then, of course, we took some nice healthy profits on our Solana, Crow, and of course, Chainlink trades here recently. Nice little 20 to 30% average. Okay, so again, cool stuff there. Looking forward to working with you if you want to jump on over there. Either way, when we look at Gala here, the daily time frame, we can kind of see that the price action is trending closer to 50 on the RSI. Well, it's not a bad thing. The closer we get to that level, the more likely we are to break below it. Okay? So the truth here is the daily time frame isn't looking like spectacular. There's nothing here really telling us it wants to go up or down. We are starting to increase in volume here, about 2.3 to 2.5 is a close approximate there. So our average true range, we're right in the middle of that. Okay, so being above that would be helpful. So a closure somewhere in the range of 2.5 or higher, right there, that 0.5 Fibonacci would be extremely beneficial. Okay, so we're looking for a closure at or above the current price point right now to give us a little more confirmation here and confidence to take either a long or a short. Now, we're holding off as a community to take a trade right now just because we're kind of right in the middle of that range. I don't like trading the middle of ranges unless we get confirmation. One thing we do want to identify, though, is we have somewhat of an ascending type of pattern here, and a little bit of a triangle wedge pattern where the price is starting to compress over here. Similar to Bollinger Bands, when the price action kind of starts to squeeze in here, you start to see a potential for a breakout. Okay, so we could see the price shoot up or down here soon. I know that doesn't help you because we don't know what direction it's heading, but we are kind of averaging ourselves out right in the middle here. So the truth here is we're slightly above 50 on the RSI. That's a positive contributing factor. Money flow index has slowed down though. We don't like to see that. We also see here converging on the MACD as well, but we're also slowing down, right? Starting to lose that momentum. Again, as we start to squeeze, less confirmational factors are occurring. TD sequential, we're not really seeing anything there as well. We came up to a few 9s here previously, but now we're starting to see 6s and 5s and 4s now. So that doesn't help us much either. Okay, so what does help us? Well, let's see if the hourly does and to give us any indication of what side of the tracks we're on, because I like to look at this for confirmational entry targets. And if we take a look, we are above the cloud. That's all well and good. Lagging span is free and clear, but still kind of within the cloud itself, and the conversion line is barely above the baseline. So this is not a confidence booster, we'll put it that way. So the truth here is that we don't see a ton of things that are looking extremely positive to the upside or downside. It's actually kind of a good thing. We want that neutrality sometimes, but in essence, if we take a look at the daily time frame, we can kind of see here and summarize that with us being above these moving averages here, the 20-day specifically, we're on the right side of tracks and we're looking pretty good. Okay, so to me, when we're looking at situations like this, I like to kind of pay attention to those larger term trend lines and kind of understand where we're at. We're still ascending positively. We're still looking good. We look at the hourly. We have been establishing higher lows consistently. Meanwhile, we are establishing lower highs. There's that too, but there's some consolation here. But again, we don't really trade on consolation, do we? So what would I do in a situation like this? I get the question all the time. I wouldn't take a trade. That's just how it goes. Good traders look for reasons not to take a trade, and we've seen more reasons not to than reasons to take a trade here. While there's slightly more confirming factors to the upside with the overall trend, it's still not worthwhile to me to take a trade, especially considering Bitcoin is teasing that 38,500 range, or was, and now we're breaking below. Not to say it can't continue higher, but with those little wicks and all these little kind of games that we're seeing with the manipulation for the liquidation levels, I prefer to stay in the sidelines here. We've got some good trades open with Link, Solana, Matic, and a few other smaller ones too. Uniswap, we got a short on Uni. And those are all trades I'm confident we're going to be able to hit our targets. So why overcomplicate things and overtrade? Do not overtrade. It's the path to the dark side. And honestly, if you're using high leverage and you're constantly getting wrecked, you're not doing wrong. Okay, correction. You are doing something wrong by using the high leverage, but it's extremely normal to get wiped out like that. Again, you're going to see all these posts on social media of how amazing people are with 1,000-2,000% returns with 100 to 200x leverage. But those are not the right people to trust. No offense to them at all. They're probably really good traders, and it does take a good trader to be able to survive with those kind of trades. But they're not sharing with you the disastrous trades they're receiving. And if they're using high leverage, they're also getting wrecked too and not sharing that. So just some friendly advice. Be careful in who you trust. If they're extremely high risk, that's something I don't gravitate towards. Again, if you're low leverage, low risk, jump on over to our Discord, get to know our traders. Be happy to help you out. Thanks again so much for working with me. Hope you watched and had a good time. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.